What is up, everybody? Digging Up Coal here. Welcome back to Digging Up Coal Digs. In the last episode, we finished Planet Wisp and all of its challenge acts, meaning we beat every regular challenge act in this game. Now, we're gonna do some bosses. And some mini bosses. Gonna get a water. Gonna be annoying and leave 5 minutes after I start recording to get a water. A bunch of minutes wasted on getting a water. I'm professional. Face me if you wish to have the Chaos Emerald. Do the Microsoft generic voice. I feel so ridiculous doing that. The first mini boss, not regular boss, is Metal Sonic. You can find him in Chemical Plant, and it is a classic Sonic fight. Now, the reason we're doing these is not out of a want to 100% the game. It's an obligation doing these. There's an extra part of each mini boss that you can do again, and I believe the same thing applies for regular bosses. I'm not sure. There's a hard mode and a regular mode for every mini boss, at least. Can't say the same for the bosses because I did my research when making this not Let's Play. Bam, I smack you in the face. That's how you gotta do it. Smack him in the face, but don't smack him in the face at the wrong time, or else you'll take damage because we're selective. So Metal Sonic being the first mini-boss is supposed to be the easiest, although I'm atrocious, so I'm probably gonna lose very fast. What you have to do is dodge his attacks, and he's got a few of them. His first attack is this nightmare that I wish he'd do. He shoots lightning at you. After he attacks, he has a bit of a cooldown phase where that's your opportunity to strike. And it's your only opportunity to strike. Really? Enjoying the smooth frame rates that come with that area. And this area. Please get away. This is scaring me. Bring me to the upper route. Thank you. This is a bit concerning. Oh god. No. No. What did I do? What did I do wrong? Did I win? I didn't do anything wrong. Yay! I did good. And kicked him into space. S rank, not bad considering I had said I'm atrocious. All right, the first actual boss, since I'm going to be doing these in the order you fight them, is the Death Egg Robot. Now I won't be doing hard mode on screen. I'll be doing it off screen because they don't change much. The boss fight becomes slightly harder. The requirements to get an S rank are a little bit more strict, and there's like 1 or 2 new moves for each boss, but it's nothing significant, so I won't be showing them. However, I will be showing the main boss fights because I skipped them during the regular video because I felt they had no proper place. Oh no, you nearly fell to your death. If only we could stop that fast in regular gameplay. Isn't that right, scripted cutscenes? Death Egg Robot. Slight echo because I'm far away from the microphone. So this boss actually has 2 phases. This is the Death Egg Robot, originally appearing in Sonic 2 for the Sega Genesis. This, originally in Sonic 2, was the final boss. It's the first boss in this game, which is kind of ironic. Although most bosses that appear in this game are final bosses from each of their respective games. So it's not really much to go by. So what you want to do is wait for his little spiky arm target thing, which makes it super easy to avoid, by the way, to hit you, or try and hit you. Once it hits the ground, you'll be able to avoid it completely. Then he'll jump, you have to spin dash to the other side of him. Once that's done, you can just hit him in the butt, and then he'll be good. But this is the second phase of the boss fight, and my segmenting skill is really poor, so not exactly doing a great job of giving you the instructions you need at the moment you need them. Phase 2 is when he actually will shoot his arms at you. I'm hitting switches that activate bombs, which temporarily disable use of his arm, which lets you hit him. I beat the boss. Just in time. Give me a high five for good explaining skills. And good grammar skills. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go and cry. Another S rank! Well, Sonic does a little dance, spin dashes somehow around the world and then all the way back. I don't think that's how it works! Alright, so the second of 3 mini-bosses, which I didn't mention before, but shh! is Shadow the Hedgehog, which is a modern mini-boss fight. There's one classic mini-boss, one classic boss, and then, like, 5 things you can do as modern Sonic for bosses, I think. So this is Shadow the Hedgehog, which inevitably will have the great music. Just like the intro from Sonic Adventure 2. Not anymore. This is a weird mini-boss fight. Now, you'd expect that you have to hit Shadow directly. And technically, you do. And technically, you don't. I'm not saying that to contradict myself. I'm saying that because it's true and not true at the same time. These orbs that we're chasing give us power-ups. When we collect 2 of them in easy mode and 3 in hard mode, we are able to use our powers which allow us to actually damage each other properly. Otherwise, they're pretty much, this boss fight would pretty much just be, hit Shadow. GG, you are winner. Oh, it automatically gives you the power up. Now, for this, I believe you have unlimited boost, or not, that's fine. You just have to hit the meteorites to slow Shadow down before you can hit him and just annihilate him and just get rid of every single one of his rings, so he takes damage, and then he dies. Because without rings, what is a Sonic? Ta-da! That is the fastest mini-boss ever, so I might actually show his hard mode form. Except it just requires 3, so it takes longer, so no, I won't. Alright, the next boss fight is a little number known as Perfect Chaos. This boss originally was from Sonic Adventure. Now, for this game, they gave him a pretty big graphical overhaul. Because originally in Sonic Adventure, he was just a big water creature. This time he actually has scales and stuff and looks slightly more intimidating. But then again, this is a Sonic game, so you can't really be intimidating. So for this boss fight, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's similar to the Shadow mini boss fight, because that would not be true. It's more like an actual stage. Sort of. It's like if you mixed a stage with the boss fight, which is a lot like what Sonic Adventure did. Because the boss fight, weirdly, had you playing as Super Sonic, which is hilarious, because that's basically saying Super Sonic and Sonic Adventure is as powerful as modern Sonic. Therefore, Sega thinks modern Sonic is better. Oh, you poor chaps. Oh, how you are wrong in certain circumstances. Has to add in certain circumstances. Yes, because I've seen some of the new games they've released. Now, it's funny because this boss fight would only work with modern Sonic in this game, because in Sonic Adventure, Super Sonic actually would boost. Why did I die? I'm atrocious. Super Sonic actually had a boost-like ability. Oh boy. So modern Sonic was the only pick they had for this. Classic Sonic wouldn't work, although it would be cool to see that. I would love to see like a modern boss fight in 2D. I think that'd be rather nifty. And I like using words like nifty. They're jolly good. Bouncy. Why is there a spring hanging out in the middle of nowhere? Don't confuse me like that. Oh boy, that was close. Now I'm gonna have to deal with the infuriating floating spring. Do you have any? I'm fine with floating platforms, because those are big and easy to land on. I'm not fine with a small, minuscule... I swear to Batman. Swear to me. Alright, maybe I'm gonna try and take a different route. A safer route. A less confusing route. I'm gonna keep saying the word route until it loses all meaning to you. Route. 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 2 hours later. Please give me an... Alright, what is next? Oh, it's right here, actually. The last mini-boss is Silver. Silver appeared for the first time in everyone's favorite Sonic game. Everyone's favorite. You know you love it. Just admit it. This mission is by far the most confusing out of any of them. It is the hardest one for me to come to grips with. Silver has... I don't know what the right word to use. I want to assume it's telekinetic, but I feel like I'd be wrong in that circumstance. Whatever he has, the abilities allow him to pick up stuff with his mind powers. And what you're supposed to do is hit him with it somehow. I believe you have to homing attack him after homing attacking off the stuff he throws at you. That's my assumption. I do know this boss. It's just not as well as I thought I did. Come on! And now it's just a game of mashing the A button until you hit Silver in the face. Like a stupid. I'm good at insults. Sometimes he'll do things like this, where you have to jump on top of a pile of rubble just to hit him. It's actually a fun boss fight. I will admit, it's not bad. Mini boss fight, mind you, but that doesn't make it any worse. I just have to correct my own terminology because I get really mad when I use the wrong one. Oh boy. Oh, just gonna jump over your pile of rubble so I can homing attack you. Bye-bye. I believe this is where you lose and I win. No? Okay. Yes? Maybe. No. Uncertainty. I love the Katamari Damacy ball, but this is not what I wanted. There we go. I had him in range all that time. Haha, you got squished by your own pile of rubble, sucker. I may have just killed Silver. Oops. My bad. Ha 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 ha. There is one more regular in-game boss fight that I haven't done yet. And I've been holding it off until now because I was trying to remember whether or not it unlocked something. Based on the amount of Chaos Emeralds I have, I'd say that's a no. I'm missing a Chaos Emerald. This is the last boss fight, which I've been waiting to show because it's a boss fight remade from one of my favorite Sonic game because it's the first one I played. I'm completely willing to admit that. Actually, I don't think that's true. I think the first Sonic game I played was Sonic 2. Giant scary robot in Space Place. Can we name that like a playground or amusement park or something? Space Place? Or a TV show for children. Space Place would be the best. So this boss fight is very much what I like and dislike about modern Sonic. There's certain aspects that I am very, very happy about. So, this is a very difficult boss fight for me. Or not. Being someone who absolutely adores the gameplay of modern Sonic as opposed to Classic, even though I do enjoy Classic quite a bit, I honestly can say that this is probably, like, my favorite boss fight, because goodness knows, the last boss fight is just atrocious. And it actually feels a lot like a boss fight from Sonic Unleashed. What is happening? What is happening? I'm very confuzzled. No! I didn't have rings. This boss fight actually feels a lot like something you'd find in Sonic Unleashed. Like, just in the way Eggman attacks, or Robotnik for all you Classic fans out there. How am I supposed to hit this? Right, that was my least favorite part about this boss. I have a very hard time hitting this boss. Now, I cut myself off with the Sonic Unleashed stuff. It's my favorite Sonic game because I like the Werehog. I like the fact that every level is designed from a real-world location. And I like the boost. I like the boost stuff. I like the boost so much to the point where I would practice so much on it just to get the best time. So, like, I mean, I didn't use glitches or anything, so I wasn't that fast, but I got pretty darn good at both Unleashed and Generations. Or at least the modern stuff. And I think the complaint I've heard most about... Well, I've heard so many complaints about Sonic, and I can agree with most of them, but I don't care because I like the games. It's so funny to consider, like, because I'm not someone who's, like, defends Sonic at all costs. I like the games, but I'm never gonna say Sonic 06 was actually a good game. It had the potential, but it wasn't. I'd never say Sonic Boom was a good game. I actually barely think Sonic Boom had potential, but I do enjoy the Sonic games. It's like... I feel like a lot of criticism, though warranted, is a bit nitpicky, but I'm not like the stop hating on Sonic video. Oh boy. Yay, I hit him. Am I done the boss fight yet? No, please. What? I'm doing the skydiving thingamadoohickey. How? Why? I'm confused. Yes! Did I win? Did I do good? Yes! Hit him again. Did I win? Aww. I really like the skydiving every time because it happens so rarely. Like, there's 3 instances in the game where skydiving's actually used. Not even. I don't know why they didn't use skydiving. It's so fun. Did I win? Did I win? Did I unlock a cutscene because I won? Oh, he's falling into space now. I unlocked a cutscene because I won. The last area where all the Chaos Emeralds go. I don't remember the gear thing, to be completely honest. So how does this... Oh, I just have to pass by these and then put the Chaos Emerald in. Okay, it's kind of weird to have both, like, modern and classic springs at the same time. Are these cogs moving? They're moving. Slightly. Ever so slightly. So much so that I actually can't figure out where I'm supposed to go. Man, there are a lot of Chaos Emerald gates that I just can't get to because the game's just like, you're gonna wait for these really slow cogs to turn. Hope you've been enjoying this fast-paced game. There, that's the last one. Ta-da! And all those cogs are... Do they disappear? I wish they'd stay. They're rather pretty. Slow, but pretty. If they didn't bring the Chaos Emeralds back, I was going to point out something that would have been absolutely amazing. This is the final boss of the game. It's like we're playing the beginning of the game again. Question mark, question mark, question mark. This sign warns of a dangerous fall. Thank you, it's something that doesn't have any falling. This is the final boss of the game. Now, this is an interesting little boss fight. Before the fight, before the super long cutscene as well, I was pointing out that if I hadn't picked up the Chaos Emeralds from the gears, this boss fight would make no sense because Sonic wouldn't have the Chaos Emeralds and he shouldn't be able to turn supersonic. Okay, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to hit? I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do. This boss fight is probably the most lackluster one in the game and also the most confusing. You play as Supersonic, but unlike in regular Sonic games, or like Sonic Adventure, where it was like, oh cool, you're doing this boss as Supersonic, you're faster, you're stronger, you're impervious to damage, mostly. This is just, beep beep, you're gonna die now, bye-bye. Oh! You're supposed to hit the core in the center of it, I think. I got a 1-up in this boss fight. This is like my 5th attempt. No, 3rd. It's a lot easier in the 2D, I think. I haven't talked in over 6 minutes. Is this it? Is this the last hit? Did I do it? Did I do it? One more hit. Oh boy. What just happened? Why can't I fly? Why can't I move? Did I bug out the game? Because I can't boost. Did I get the game locked up? Oh boy. I've completely ghost moded this. Nothing hits me. Look, I'm just gonna phase through all of those, no problem. Woo, going through an orb of lava after 7 tries. I died so many times, but I finally beat it. I did good, right? Yeah. What terrible rank did I get? A? Credits. The thing that everybody loves. Can I skip them? Oh my god, I can make them go faster. Here are all the people that worked on this game. You probably can't see them for more than a frame. I beat the final boss. I'll beat the rest of them in hard mode off screen. So, hopefully you've all enjoyed. This has been the Bosses and Mini-Bosses episode of Sonic Generations. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next video. Ciao. Why was there no Ciao Garden? Stop making me sad.